Hey yo, what's good, y'all? It's that boy, Easy Millions, and I'm your host of That Boy ETV. You already know, man. We are back on NBA 2K26. And, man, you know what's crazy? I've actually am tired of trying to play this game if you have anything past 3 players that isn't 5. So obviously I'm talking about 4 here. Yes. Why is this? It sucks that if you have 4 friends that you really can't play this game because the game's going to automatically give you a bot, right? And we all know that when the game gives you a bot, pretty much people at this point have learned how to abuse these bots. And the only thing that actually truly saves you from this is if the team has somebody that truly just doesn't know how to shoot, right? So I was thinking to myself, man, what is one way we can help and mitigate this issue, right? And to me, I think that the way to do this is to allow solo queue players to have a setting that in it allows them to get pulled into teams of 4 on the squad side. I think you should allow this to happen. This way we have less games full of bots, especially if you're going to keep these bots in the game. And not only do you keep them in the game, but then you're not going to allow them to be viable. Like, come on now. You literally don't have to play defense on them. And they don't play defense well themselves. They constantly leave players. They just sit around in the paint on offense. They don't contest a shot even when they're standing in front of the person. You can literally catch the ball and just shoot, and they don't do a thing about it, man. So I need them to come up with a way for that to be fixed. But like I said, a way to fix this is by giving players the option. If you are a solo player, allow the solo player to choose whether or not they want to be pulled into teams of 4. Now, will this completely knock out teams of 4 getting bots? Most likely not. We'll still probably see that. But at least if you allow this setting to happen and you give solo players the option, at least with that, it does open up the gates for us to have more full 5v5 user games and allow us to enjoy our rec experience that much more. Because if you're not going to allow solos to come in and team up with squads of 4, then you truly do need to actually step up and make these AIs viable, man. It's one of the two, and to be honest, I hope you do both, but one of the two definitely needs to happen, man. Now, the next thing that's actually just like this when it comes to these bots, right? So here's the other problem with queuing up as like a duo. Yesterday or over this weekend, me and my homeboy LV were queuing up as a duo. And for some odd reason, it will pull us into another lobby with another duo and then throw an AI in there and automatically put us into the game. And it doesn't even give me the option to back out of the lobby before it throws me into this game with this bot. Now, here's my thing. If I'm a duo queuing up, why are you matching me with another duo? Why are you matching our duo with another duo to create a team of 4? Knowing that they're going to end up with a bot. You see, this is crazy. And if you are going to, take my duo and queue us up into a lobby with them, at least give me the option to back out of the lobby before you just throw an AI in there and then throw me into the game. Because I already know you out here selling us 2K. You selling if you just taking 2 duos and throwing them into with each other and then putting a bot on the team. Because, again, just like I was talking about earlier in the video, these bots are not viable. They're not viable. They can't be relied on. So, again, why are you forcing us into these situations that we're playing in games that we just can't enjoy? I can't sit here and enjoy playing with a bot, seeing the other team's person shoot 10 for 10 on them. Or when we're playing the bot over here on fast break will be guarding one dude. As soon as someone goes down the lane, the bot leaves the 3-point line to go defend this. Now, don't get me wrong. Users do this shit all the time, and it annoys the hell out of me. But at least with a user, they can attempt to try to get steals or something. We all just know the bot is not viable. So again, if I'm queuing up as a dang duo, there is no reason that you should throw me into a lobby with another duo and instantly start the game by attaching a bot to our lobby, bruh, without giving me the opportunity to back up out that shit. Because we all know, don't nobody want to play that shit. Don't nobody want to sit there for that long. And then pray to God that with the bot, we don't go down 10 within the first minute of the game. Or not only do you have the bot you brought us in here with, we're most likely to end up with 2 more bots as our teammates go ahead and quit, because there's nothing we can do on the defensive end when it comes to making sure that the bot is not here just getting totally dismantled and taken advantage of, bro. So come on, man. Let's just do that. Okay, now, here's nothing that's really, really annoying, though, right? Really annoying. And it's kind of confusing to me that this is a thing, but it definitely is. And that's going to be the fact that with the dunk meter, no matter if I flick the right thumbstick up, left, or right, it should automatically take me into a dunk. Now, if you aren't aware, the right stick is the dunk stick. While you're holding turbo, you flick the stick, they do a dunk. Now, if you flick the stick down, they will always go for a dunk, including contact dunks. Now, the way the dunk meter used to work was, hey, if you flick it up, that's a regular 2-hand dunk. If you want to dunk with your right hand, you flick it to the right. You dunk with your left hand, flick it to the left. Or you do like a reverse. If you're heading, it's like back. Why is it now, though, when you do the dunk meter, right, if I go in and I use the down, no matter what I'm going in for the dunk, which should be a thing. But let's say I'm driving to the basket and I see a defender coming from the other side. So I'm like, okay, I want to do a strong 2-hand dunk to help me guarantee me making the basket. So I want to flick the stick up because the defender's not fully there yet, and I just want to do a strong 2-hand dunk to finish it, to make it safe. Well, why is it when I do the 2-hand dunk, sometimes it ends up being a layup, or it's not a dunk at all? It's some kind of crazy looking shot. Now, that's because the way that the stick works, if you don't flick the dunk stick down, it is not always a guaranteed dunk. Now, I find this to be weird because I feel if it's called a dunk stick, no matter which way you flick it, it should automatically make you do a dunk. We know how to do floaters and layups. You go in without hitting turbo. You let go of the turbo, hit the X button, you're doing a layup. Go in with the turbo, flick the stick down or left, right, or whatever, you're doing floaters. So we're aware that as long as you're not holding turbo, you should be able to just control what you're doing. So if I'm holding turbo and I flick up, down, left, or right on the dunk stick, I should be doing a dunk no matter what. There should never be a time where I'm going in, I hit up on the thumbstick to do a regular 2-hand dunk because it's wide open, and next thing I know, it got my man doing a layup. And I got my hand on turbo. So this isn't one of these things where, maybe you're just not holding the button. No, I'm holding it. But it's just like the X button. When you flick the dunk stick left, right, and up, it's very similar to if you just run in and use the X button, where it's random if they're actually going to give you a dunk or not. And a lot of the times, more often than not, it's going to make you do a layup instead of a dunk. So that's another reason. I just find it weird that the dunk stick does not make you actually dunk doesn't actually make you dunk every single time unless you flick it down, man. And I think that whether I flick it down, left, or right, or whatever, I should be doing a dunk, bro. That's why it's called a dunk stick. And it should be more skill that, of course, if I'm going towards the basket, I should be able to use my left hand, my right hand, or if the baseline's to my left side, I hit left. He does a baseline reverse. So again, the dunk stick could be worked in, and I think it could be used a little bit better, man. Now, the last thing I want to talk about before I get up out of here on y'all is something that you would think a lot of people already are aware of. And that is pay attention to your actual man and not the Huda guard arrow system. Okay, in this 2K, the Huda guard system is terrible. It swaps constantly. okay? Constantly. Make sure you are paying attention to what your man actually looks like, where your man actually is on the court, and do not rely on that arrow. And when you start relying on the arrow, let's say you look away from your person for a second, and then you look back and you're like, shit, where's my man? You're going to look at the arrow. Now, due to everyone else moving around you, the arrow most likely is going to adjust to a different player, and that player might not necessarily be your actual player, man. So make sure you're paying attention, because I don't know how many times I got people trying to guard my dude because their arrow swapped to them because they let their man run off. So now the who the guard is swapping everyone around here. So again, make sure you're paying attention to what your dude looks like and where your actual dude is. The who the guard system is not reliable. It's probably the worst it's been. So you need to pay attention to players on the court and what they actually look like, man. My goodness, stop just chasing them dang arrows, man. But let me know, man. Do y'all think that we should allow solo queue players to be pulled in to team of 4 squads? Also, have y'all noticed going in as a duo that the game pulls you in with another duo and just starts up the game with some random bot? Also, do you agree with me in the dunk stick where no matter which way you do it, you should go into a dunk no matter what? And do you think it'll add skill if you do make it to where you have to flick it a certain way to get the best type of dunk? And last but not least, y'all agree with me, man. Stop looking at them arrows and actually pay attention to your man, bro. Let me know down in them comments, and let's get a conversation started, man. But until then, I'm going to leave y'all off with the rest of this gameplay here in the background, and I hope y'all enjoy that, man. But as always, please like, comment, subscribe, follow, share, become a supporter, and catch me streaming on Facebook Gaming and Twitch at DatBoy ETV. Now, catch you on the next one. I'm out. Ha! Peace. They hide down there snagging. And I got 6 rebounds.